car salesman laughed at me, until he realized who I was. I walked into the dealership wearing my usual faded jeans, old hoodie, sneakers that had seen better days. My car, a beat-up 2004 Toyota with one headlight out, had finally given up. Ramen dinners, side hustles, and years of scraping by had finally paid off. I'd saved just enough for a down payment on something reliable. Nothing fancy, just dependable. But from the moment I stepped in, the salesman looked at me like I didn't belong there. His name tag said Kyle. Perfect hair, perfect teeth, shiny watch, probably spent more on that suit than my entire wardrobe. He smirked when I told him I was looking for a new car. Sure thing, buddy. We've got some affordable options in the back lot. The way he said affordable made my blood boil. He didn't even offer me a seat. Just pointed toward the used section like I was wasting his time. I walked over to a decent-looking sedan, mid-range, clean, good mileage. Kyle followed, chewing gum, bored out of his mind. I asked about the price and he said, for this one, $23,000. Non-negotiable. I checked the sticker, $18,500. When I pointed that out, he chuckled. That's the base price. You people never read the fine print. You people. That's when I knew exactly what kind of guy I was dealing with. I told him I'd pay cash. He laughed right in my face. Sure you will. And I'm the CEO of Tesla. He started walking away, muttering something about wasting real customers' time. That's when the manager, slick suit, fake tan, walked over and asked if there was a problem. Kyle said, just a window shopper pretending to buy a car. They both laughed. I just smiled, because I had a plan. What they didn't know, I wasn't just some broke customer. I was the founder of a small but very successful logistics software company that had recently been acquired. My net worth? Let's just say I could buy the entire dealership twice. But I wanted to see how far they'd go, so I played along. I asked, do you treat all customers like this? Kyle said, only the ones who look like they can't afford air freshener. So I left, quietly, no yelling, no threats. But that night I called my lawyer, my PR manager, and my social media team. We pulled up every review of that dealership, every complaint, every scam. Then I uploaded a short clip I'd recorded on my phone. Kyle mocking me, the manager laughing. Caption. This is how dealership name treats paying customers. By morning, it had 2.4 million views. The internet exploded. People shared their own stories. Overcharging, fake fees, discrimination. Local news picked it up. By the afternoon, the dealership's Google rating dropped from 4.6 stars to 1.8. Reporters camped outside. Kyle's face was everywhere. He tried to apologize online, but the damage was done. Brands started pulling partnerships, and the dealership's PR team went into meltdown. 3 days later, I showed up again. Same hoodie, same beat-up Toyota. But this time, the owner, red-faced and desperate, met me at the door. He offered coffee, apologies, and exclusive deals. I told him, you should have offered that the first time. Then I handed him a document, an acquisition proposal. My company had quietly bought the land their dealership sat on. Effective immediately, their lease was terminated. Kyle's jaw dropped. The owner looked like he'd seen a ghost. I said, you might want to start clearing your offices. We're converting this space into an employee training center, one that actually teaches respect. As I walked out, Kyle muttered, you can't do this. I smiled. Already did. And I got into my Toyota, just for old time's sake. A month later, the dealership sign came down. The building now bears my company's name. Every time I drive past it, I see Kyle's old BMW ad poster still peeling in the window. Funny how fast fortunes flip, especially when you underestimate the wrong customer.